Viewers, I hope you are all fine. This ultrasound video shows a case of fetus paparicious with pregnancy of about 8 weeks, 2 days. The term fetus paparicious is used when intrauterine fetal demise of a twin early in the pregnancy occurs with retention. That is, one of the fetus is compressed in utero. The dead fetus is described as either a fetus compressus or fetus paparicious, depending on the degree of flattening. You can see both the gestation sacs having one fetus each. Now this fetus, as the arrow indicates, is alive, and this one is the fetus paparicious. Now you can see the alive fetus having blood flow and the fetal cardiac activity. Now today's with advanced machines, twins can usually be diagnosed as early as 6 to 7 weeks of pregnancy. Now single twin demise occurs in up to 6% of twin pregnancies and may occur at any trimester with potentially profound consequences. You can see the fetal cardiac activity. You will see also the blood flow in this fetus. This is the active alive fetus. The other fetus is the fetus paparicious. Now, these not only is the fetal mortality increases in the remaining co-twin, but so is the overall perinatal morbidity, including rates of long-term handicap in survivals. A vanishing twin, also known as twin resorption, is a fetus in a multi-gestation pregnancy that dies in utero and is then partially or completely reabsorbed. You can see the measuring of the gestational age and the duration of the pregnancy is about 8 weeks, 2 days. Demise of a twin is complication that can occur in a twin pregnancy, partially monochorionic pregnancies particularly, and may be due to a wide range of conditions. Once the twin dies, most of the dead twin tends to be reabsorbed, leaving behind a small flattened remnant known as the fetus paparicious. Intrauterine death of the fetus in a twin pregnancy. You can see the blood flow in the active alive fetus. Intrauterine death of one fetus in the twin pregnancy is uncommon in the second or third trimester. However, the consequences to the surviving co-twin can be profound, especially in the monochorionic twins. They may include co-twin death, survival with cerebral impairment, or preterm labor with its sequelae. When a twin dies after the embryonic period of gestation, the water within the twin's tissue, the amniotic fluid, and the placental tissue may be reabsorbed. This results in flattening of the deceased twin from the pressure of the surviving twin. As you can see, a small remnant of the fetus is visible in this gestation sac in the fetus paparicious. Parasitic twins differ from the vanishing twins. With vanishing twins, early ultrasound or fetal heartbeat confirms the presence of two fetuses, but in the later test, only one fetus remains. The vanishing twin is reabsorbed by the remaining twin, the placenta, or the mother's body. Now, a single gestation sac observed with two heartbeats indicates a monochorionic twin pregnancy. Two gestation sac indicate a dichorionic pregnancy. Using this method to determine chorionicity, before 10 weeks gestation has nearly perfect accuracy. There is a high chance of having a significant bleeding when the pregnancy in the second trimester delivers on its own at home. In the case of fetal demise, a dead fetus that has been in the uterus for 4 weeks can cause changes in the body's clotting system. Now, if you see the twin dies, that doesn't immediately rate the word of their presence. The said twin still existed and is still your twin. If my sister dies, they are still my sister until death do us apart, they say, but the actions live on. You can find some important and interesting description and information in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel. If you do like this video, please click the like button. Thanks.